Rick Smith, the CEO of on-demand production company Fast Radius, believes that 3D printing will be more influential in terms of production than the Industrial Revolution has been in the last 300 years. 3D printers will have the capacity to produce objects of any shape or size from a variety of different materials and can be produced on demand. 3D printing is the process of creating three-dimensional objects from a digital model. There are many types of 3D printers, all of which utilize a slightly different technology. However, the basic printing principle behind the technologies remains the same. The cheapest and most common printing method is FFF, or fused filament fabrication. It works by feeding thermoplastic through a hot end, melting it, fetching print instructions from the digital file, and then depositing the plastic layer by layer until a three-dimensional object is fabricated. Once the file is loaded, the printer requires little to no human interaction and is more efficient and cost-effective than more manual manufacturing methods. 3D printing is perceived to be a technology that will have a positive impact on society. It is easily accessible with little limitations. The technology itself is useful in almost any scenario, and it's seen as being easy to use. You simply download a project template and press print. Then an object magically appears right there before your eyes. The technology acceptance model tells us that a technology that is useful and easy to use, which 3D printing is, will positively influence a consumer's attitude towards accepting the technology and then their intention to actually use it. Initially, the uptake of the technology will mainly be made by big businesses and competitive companies. First, NASA might adopt the technology to print prototypes and models. Then, Boeing might manufacture a few plane parts. Volkswagen might then come on board and start printing car components, and soon doctors and scientists will be creating cancer-killing, biodegradable implants, or print joint replacements and pills. And then, inevitably, the average consumer will begin to use 3D printing for obtaining everyday items like hammers, handles, spoons, maybe bottle openers. It's not hard to see how 3D printing will quickly become the social norm and will be the next must-have household item. It will soon become expected that everyone has access to a 3D printer, and instead of going all the way to a hardware store just to replace a lost sink plug, a perfectly sized plug could be printed from the comfort and convenience of the home. The customer has the ability to reproduce multiple copies and could even custom print the plug in hot pink if they so wished. One of the key factors that will ensure the inevitable success of 3D printing is the element of customization. The user, whether it be in a commercial or scientific environment, will always feel as though they are in control of what they're producing. This is why 3D printing will eventually eliminate most existing manufacturing methods. The user is in control of the size, the shape, the amount produced, the material used, and the color. They are also in control of who produces their object, where it's produced, the quality of the production process, and when the object is actually produced. The user will feel that they have complete control over the technology and are likely to adopt it with little hesitation. It is evident that 3D printing will soon begin to take the world by storm, bringing with it a new era of manufacturing and consumer customization. The technology will quickly become recognizable and accepted worldwide, eventually becoming an integral element of society. The technology is completely controllable with few confines, so who knows? In 2020, you could be printing your Friday night pizza in your pajamas in your own home.